Hi everybody, it's Corey at The Reset Girl, and I am doing my week 14 decorating in my InkWELLpress Planner. This was week 13 that I did last week, and I'm flipping the page, and because I might be doing some stamping and I learned my lesson, I am going to put it here, just a single page down to do my decorating, just in case I do any type of stamping. I never know where I'm going to go. So I did a little bit of prep beforehand this time so that I could kind of speed this up. And I used my tray of InkWELLpress goodies that I had created for myself. And I had gotten some new paper that I really wanted to use. So I cut some strips to actually, I wanted to try covering these green boxes just to see if I liked that method or not, just because I haven't been using them. I've been putting the data that I thought I was going to put in here somewhere else. So I wanted to test it out, and I had this fabulous paper. How cute is that, right? It's called Oh Snap. So I already pre-cut my pieces that I'm going to use. I worked ahead. And then I have been loving these girls that I got out of the vintage pattern book that I bought on eBay years ago. And so I just kind of gathered up some different kind of little pieces and parts. I had gotten this little pack of ephemera. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever heard the definitive way of pronouncing that word, but you can go on Etsy and get vintage packages of ephemera, and you'll get like little random assortments of things. So I have probably 3 or 4 of them that I pick stuff out of from time to time. And in this collection, I had some little pieces like this that I really liked, and I combined it with my little girls and some of the pieces from here, and that's what I've kind of gathered for this week. I have a brand new sticker pack from Simple Stories, which I am just adoring everything in this Simple Stories line right now. All their word strip stickers and these photo stickers. I think that's what they're calling them. They have black and white versions, and they're clear, so they're meant to like lay over a picture, but they're really pretty awesome. They kind of remind me of what it would look like if you stamped in your planner. Stamping is not something that everyone loves to do, so that is one reason why I created a line of stickers this time around, to create the look of stamping without actually stamping. So I'm going to use those too. So I'm going to go ahead and just start. And what I intended is I went ahead and cut a strip of that paper, and I corner rounded it down here so it would kind of mirror that. And then this little guy came out of this box, and this is a Maggie Holmes piece. So I thought I would kind of do that, and that's right there. So I'm going to go ahead and divide my planner page. I'm looking for my pen, which was here a second ago. I guess you'll have to do. I'm going to divide you down the center and divide you down the center. I decorate differently each time. I notice I don't seem to stick to any kind of like rule or routine. This time around I'm putting paper down on that green area, so just to be different, try something new. And I'd really encourage you to try new things, because even if you don't like it, you can either A, cover it, B, if the glue's still dry, you can undo it. And worst case scenario, if you're doing like trying something out in one of your weekly spreads, you only have to look at it for a week. That's worst case scenario. Okay, I want to actually match it at the top because I can cover something here, which I'm actually going to be doing. So, and then I'm going to use, I'm printing these girls on sticker paper next time, so I don't have to do all this gluing. Now that I've fallen in love with them. They're just so sassy. They totally remind me of childhood because my mom was a sewer and she always took me to the craft store with her, and I remember looking through those pattern books and seeing these women in the books all the time. So they're very, I don't know, I feel very nostalgic about them. They make me think of my mom. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And yes, I'm actually covering quite a bit of real estate. And I'm going to, I don't really have a lot of appointments this week, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to put my appointments on this side and my tasks over here, and that way it doesn't matter that I'm encroaching on them with all this decorating. Since my planner is really for business purposes and not really personal, I guess I can afford to be a little bit more generous with my decorating. That's the biggest reasons why I bought another InkWELL, because I just love decorating it so much that I'm like, you know what, I need another one just so I don't have to worry about things like that, details. See, I just got glue stick on my page. Okay. Now, down here, I wanted to try something new. So, I had talked about, I think in my Kate Spade setup video, I talked about the beauty and joy of digital paper and designs. Because once you purchase them, you can use them over and over and over again. You can like set it up, and I use Microsoft Publisher because it's easier for me, but you can just set up the shape you want, and fill it with the pattern. You can crop the pieces, you can scale them down, but they're yours. You can use them again and again, and it's like self-fulfilling paper. It's always there. I love that idea so much. So I thought what I would do for a change is I would go ahead and print out a pattern that I really, really love and print it on sticker paper. I always print at the finest quality possible so that I get a really nice print. That is the key to digital printing. If you want it to look as nice as, the kind of paper you can buy in the store, you have to spend, you have to pay for it in ink, for sure. So I wanted to go ahead and put this kind of, probably gonna go, I'm totally eyeballing this. So I'm gonna take it all the way down to the bottom of the page. And trimming it. Oh, I love these scissors so much. My husband used them the other day and he's like, "Oh, I know what you mean now." I get it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that space with it. And I think what I'm going to do is corner around the top up here so it kind of echoes this little curve. Okay. I've never ever tried printing patterned sticker paper, and I guess I could see where it could go terribly wrong. So I'm just doing the edge ever so gently. And using that little line at the top as my guide, smoothing it down, flipping it over, and trimming. There. So that is the base. And then I have, that's an Amy Tangerine paper. This is a paper, gosh, I can't get it off the tabletop. Okay, so here's the other pieces that I had grabbed up. And And that's how I thought I would lay those guys out, which I think is super fun. But I feel like I might have to put washi down or something right here because I feel like that's kind of bland. Maybe it needs a scrap or something up there. No, that's not the answer. Kind of gives you the look of washi without actually being washi. I like the idea of kind of echoing that. I should have planned that better when I glued that down. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. So that worked out nice. Plus it's nice and smooth. Glue stick doesn't always give you a perfect surface. Sometimes it's a little persnickety. And I am a big fan of kind of a vintage, kind of retro look. And that's why I think I'm enjoying these girls so much. And they're just sassy. There's just no way around it. They are very sassy girls. So I like seeing their faces. Love to layer. Layer my stuff. Okay, and I'm going to put these girls down here at the very bottom of the page. And then I'm using, like I mentioned before, this is part of the new spring collection. These are this faux stamped sticker I did. So basically these are printed on clear sticker paper, and it gives you the look of stamping without stamping. So that's really nice. That way you can achieve that without having to actually stamp it. So it looks like that. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I fell in love with this idea. I have so many ideas now in my head. So I got to get working on the next collection next. Okay, and I think I'm going to pull out this one and see. I like some of these stickers are so bold that they'll sit perfectly on anything. You'll like this one, just perfect. That one's gonna pop anywhere you put it. I like that. I feel like I need something here. This line here needs to be filled somehow. So let me see if I have something in my washi collection that is kind of contrasting and not in a good way. I have this really skinny washi here with the lines. I like contrasting my patterns. I'm not a matchy girl. That is kind of cool. I like that. See what happens when you try different things? You'll never know unless you just give it a try. Like, just pick something you don't think would actually work. I mean, they're not even the same styles, but somehow, I don't know, it almost kind of reminds me of them, that they were stitched together. And now I'm officially in love. I'm going to grab some more word strip stickers. This one says, "Just saying," which is my husband's new catchphrase. He says it all the time. And I'm just going to put one up here too, because I love the offset stickers. I love when they don't exactly match up and they're kind of like, see how it's kind of partially off the page. Try different ways of laying stuff out. You know, it doesn't have to be perfectly centered. It can kind of be off. I don't know, it creates cohesion almost in a way, even though it's, it's counterintuitive to what it seems like it would do. So I'm gonna use my small scissors. I'm gonna just test this theory and see if I can create a banner with this little scrap piece here. I'm gonna trim it like so, oop, and put it up here. Not sure if I like that or not. Kind of on the fence. I'm always on the fence. I say that so often. I didn't even realize how much I said it until I started like kind of watching my videos. I'm like, wow, I say that a lot. I say it every time I'm trying to make a decision. Okay, I'm going to peel this off. I feel like it works better down here where there's actually a little pop of orange. And then because I have it off center like that, I'm going to put a sticker there to kind of, I don't know what the right word is. Kind of cover up that seam. Isn't that cute? Okay, now I have a little bit of being tied in here and here on this page. Okay, so those are my two pages. I'm gonna digging through my vast collection of stickers here that I keeps growing in number from all the samples. I print everything out in advance so that I can test it out before I put it out to you girls. I want to make sure it is the best sticker ever. But now I have a pile of like 1,000 sticker sheets sitting over here. Okay, so Friday, April 10th, that is my daughter's birthday, so I'm gonna make that big. And then I thought this would be fun to kind of add this tab over here. And I'm going to do something I haven't done yet, is I'm actually going to staple in my planner. What am I looking for? I was thinking maybe that I would experiment here. It's like I want to put something up here, but I don't know what I want to do. It's like I want this staple to do double duty. Let's see. I'm not quite sure if I love it or not. One of the benefits of using paper that's kind of all from the same kind of collection or type that all works together is that you can just basically grab any of the ones you've collected and kind of use it as your do what I did where I have a bunch of it here and I can just randomly grab pieces and parts and just stick them all together. See, I feel like if I use that though, then it's, what do I want to do? I love the look of, little pieces and things gathered up that you just kind of staple all together. I love that idea. So I think I'm going to do that. And maybe instead of putting this on the side, I'll put it at the top. I think no matter how old your children get, you just, that day, their birthday is always special to you. You never forget, your baby being born, no matter how old they are. My mom will tell you that. Okay. And I think, since this is my daughter, I'm going to put Adored up here. And let me see here. Actually, I don't think that's going to fit. I want to put something right here. There. That's fun. This is like the most crazy I think I've gotten in terms of decorating and trying new things. I like it. Wish I had lettering skills because I could do something really cute, so we'll have to see how that works out. And then, so what did I say? I said I was going to put my to-dos on this side this time around, and my appointments are here. And on this side, I'm going to do the opposite. And my to-dos. Okay. If you are interested in actually like decorating in your planner or projects, I would really suggest, especially for starting out, like, because I consider myself to be starting out, believe it or not. I really do. I might be filming this and it might look all amazing, and maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder, to be honest with you. So this has been huge. I spent probably, I don't know, a couple hours one afternoon, and I probably took about, I don't know, like 12 different types of scrapbook paper, and then I started using a punch, you know, for different shapes, and hand cutting them and creating tabs. And I found all these like little tags that all came in a single sheet of scrapbook paper, and I just cut them up. And basically I have a whole tray of like decorating goodness, and I can pick anything out of here and they'll all work together because I planned that from the beginning when I was just pulling them together, you know, as just regular paper. Like, I wanted to actually add this one into the mix because I loved it so much. And same thing with here. I'm gonna end up punching the rest of that and adding it in here. Digital paper, again, I could punch this, add it in here, and this is sticker paper, so that's actually going to be awesome because I won't have to glue anything. So digital paper, again, is your friend. It's a resource that kind of perpetuates itself over and over again, and there are so many digital patterns and papers and art on Etsy. It really is super fabulous that I'm going to do light up the room, that option is out there for us that decorate. But kind of create yourself like a little decorating studio, you know, just put together some pieces, things that you really love, and then just kind of stick to that for a while until you get your little, you know, your rhythm going and feeling more confident. Because I know when I first started doing things, I had a lot of self-talk in my head, like, I don't know how to start, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not as good as this person or that person I watch on YouTube. So I had a very hard time just starting, and I don't think we should miss that opportunity at all. And one of the things that really helped me was just having some go-to pieces, like my go-to washi, my go-to elements, and just starting from there. A year from now, I could have a totally different style. I could be confident using all kinds of materials, but for right now, this is kind of like, I feel good here. You know, I feel like I know what I'm doing with what I have to work with. Another fun thing I wanted to point out while I'm here, if I can find them, another fun thing about these and the layering circles is they were actually designed to work together. So you could take this and lay it right over the top, and it becomes like a stamped sticker. They work on the larger stickers, and they work perfectly over the smaller ones too. I thought I was going to like that, but I didn't like that there as much as I thought I would, so I'm going to move it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move it over to this side. There we go. Lady Boss. Okay. So I really like that. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Kind of wish I had more to decorate. Now that I'm done. One thing you can also do with washi, and I know this was something I was doing in the beginning, the skinny washi makes a really good way of creating a line down the center. I'm going to try doing it still on the hook here. I was doing this a lot more than I have been lately. Ooh. Because one of the unfortunate side effects of skinny washi is sometimes it doesn't stick really well. Ooh, but I like that. And I'm going to go ahead and mirror that here, even though I technically should have done this before I laid that down. Trim this very tippy tip. Okay. There. And I'm going to put this sticker on here. And that'll make the two of them stay together better. Okay. I swear I could use these word stickers all day long. They're my favorite stickers, which is why I added like 5 sheets to my own collection, because they're fantastic. And I wanted to make some special ones that I didn't see in the, out there in the scrapbook world, including one just for us planner girls. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to call this good, and I really love it. Actually, this is probably one of my favorites I've ever done. So that is week 13, and I'm really happy with it. And that's one of the best feelings in the world, is when you can look at something and go, I love this. I love what I did. So, yay. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got something out of it and were inspired, that you consider putting together, some elements for yourself to make decorating easier, because you'll make more time for it when it's not this big whole process that, I gotta go dig for stuff. If you make yourself some pieces in advance, it will make this process so much faster and more enjoyable. So as always, I just adore all your little planner girl faces, and thank you for all the sweet comments you guys leave me and encouraging me. I just cannot tell you how much I adore you all. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous week, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.